Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another vlog video, but today I'm in the great outdoors. I'm outside. I'm actually parked on the side of the road, so if you have random jump cuts in this video, it's because I'm cutting out the cars passing by. If I keep waving my hand in front of my face, I don't want to, but there's these bugs flying around and they're driving me crazy. I'm already out filming a few different projects, or a different project, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to film my Saturday video. Oh my god, these stupid bugs. I know that I haven't posted a Sunday video in a while, but the video that I want to post, this tier video on these anime characters that I like, it just requires a bit more editing knowledge than I have, and I don't want to post something kind of half-assed. So if I don't have a Sunday video, I don't have a Sunday video. I don't think anyone's too sad about that other than me. But I did want to sit down and just kind of get some of my thoughts out right now. And I kind of want to film this in one shot so I don't have too much editing to do. So I'll try my best. But I'm out here today filming or taking some photos for my friend. She has just released this t-shirt, and it's this cute manifestation shirt with this cute little vulture on it, and I think it's absolutely adorable. There's a car coming by. It's a motorcycle. And she didn't ask me for these promo photos, but I wanted to support my friend, and I don't think by the time I have this video posted she'll be doing round 2 just yet, but I'll also leave her Instagram down below. She usually posts any updates in her stories, so I would just give her a follow. And also, if you like fashion and makeup and just photography in general, follow her account because her aesthetic is really, really cool. And if you like how this shirt looks, I'm not quite sure what exactly her next project is going to be, but she does say that it's clown related, so go ahead and give her a follow. She's absolutely the sweetest person in the entire world, and I think I can say this, she does live in Florida, so like she's just like a swamp queen, and we love that here, especially because I live out in this stupid desert. I kind of miss water. But today I wanted to take my photos in a different location where I had more access to Joshua trees, and where I'm currently at right now, there are no Joshua trees. It's actually just like a mountainside. But the location that I wanted to film in made me anxious? Question mark. I don't know if you guys ever had this feeling, but you know when you had to like give a class presentation, so you had to get up in front of the class and talk about whatever it was that you researched or whatever project you worked on, and your stomach would hurt and your palms would be sweaty and you're like, oh my god, I want to be the very last one, but then you would also hope like, oh my god, I hope the school catches on fire so then I don't actually have to do it. That's when I knew what anxiety was, when someone explained to me that like most people don't feel that way, but I think a lot of people feel that way. I don't know. But I was feeling that way, like my palms are sweaty, and no mom's spaghetti, but I just didn't even want to get out of bed, and I was just not even going to take pictures. And that made me really sad because I've already spent the past, when I ordered the shirt, I already knew that I wanted to take these photos, so I kind of had this whole thing kind of planned out in my head of what exactly I wanted to do, and the thought that I would just so easy abandon that idea because I was feeling anxious. I don't want to be that person. That makes me feel sad, and I don't know, is that social anxiety? Because I mean, I've been catcalled, and I've had people say like things to me out in public, whether I'm, you know, I have different colored hair or I'm wearing a type of outfit. Most of the time it's positive, like, not that catcalling is positive, but if someone came up to me to talk to me about my hair, it's always like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so cute, like, what did you do, how did you do that, blah blah blah. It's never like, except for the one time I was in the grocery store and then the woman said that I was gonna go to hell because I had green hair. Did those situations leave me with social anxiety? Question mark. I do live in a small town, so even having colored hair is like, I don't know, a very commonplace, but in a small town, I don't know, the Christian moms get bothered by it, I guess. I don't know. But I don't want to feel that anxious. I just want to be able to go out and do the things that I want to do. So instead of going the other way down the road to go towards the Joshua trees, I went the other way up the mountain because I figured no one would stop and talk to me on the side of the road. And no one has. I mean, one guy came by on his bicycle, but he just said good morning, you know, like it wasn't, he was actually very nice. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be someone that is held up from doing things because of social anxiety, but here I am. So I guess that's another thing I have to work on, or I don't know. I would just like to get to the source of that. Is it because I had like a controlling parent that didn't let me out? So like the thought of being out in the world is also so like, I feel like that's taboo? I don't know. These are just some ideas. I'll write it down and work it out, and I'll get back to you. If you have any suggestions, thoughts, or ideas, leave them in the comments. But some other things I have on my mind. I know I said that I was just thinking about social anxiety, but I've also been thinking about traveling. I know most of the world is still under severe lockdowns. I think Australia, as of today, is in another like crazy lockdown, and I don't know if that's because vaccines aren't as readily available to them. But I know this past weekend, everyone was posting their Instagram stories of them being out, like either at a bar or a club or things like that. And so I think things are coming back. Like the musicians that I follow on Instagram, they're kind of out and doing shows. So I think the world is coming back to normal anyway. I don't know, but I think I want to travel. I think I want to go other places. Like I haven't really ever been outside of my state. And I don't know where else I would want to go. But then I want to go to like Sweden. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Russia, but then I get nervous about going to Russia. And here's the thing. So I'm watching these great videos and vlogs of people who are doing travel vlogs, or people who are just doing their like daily vlogs that live in other countries. But when you start watching content like that, you start getting suggested videos of like political histories and current events of those locations. And I don't know anything about Russia, or I didn't really know anything about Russia. I just found out that Putin poisoned someone through their underwear. I will link that video down below. I've always watched Vice documentaries and Vice-esque documentaries of like different locations, because I think I've always wanted to travel. When I catch up on current events and it's just kind of spiraled into more uncontrollable things, like it's just hard to travel to those kinds of like, if I'm going to travel anywhere, obviously I want to feel safe, right? Like I don't want to feel like I'm going to be in danger, but I also think it's really stupid and ignorant to go into a new country and you're not kind of aware of its current political standing and what's kind of going on in that country. And maybe this is just like obvious news for people who travel and like duh, like we already know that. But I don't know, I keep seeing people, they're like, oh, I can't wait to travel again and I can't wait to go out, and, you know, and they want to go to all these places. But then I don't know, like I'm watching all of these videos of just like different stories going on, and it's very eye-opening is what I could say. I haven't really experienced too much of a different life in my pandemic era. I've always kind of been a homebody, whether that's because I have social anxiety or not. I don't know, I don't really like the idea of, or I guess I like going out. Like I like to go to the beach and I like to be outside. But I like to be with friends, you know, but like, I don't know, the thought of like going to something like Coachella sounds more trouble than it's worth. Like the parking sounds like a nightmare, and like being around all those people who are under so many different kinds of influences sounds like a nightmare. But I love live music, and you know, I like going to my shows, and I haven't really had a bad like instance, you know, where being around that many people made it not that great of an event. It's just more annoying than like dangerous, I would say. But because I've had to be at home and I don't have my normal workflow where I, you know, like I interact with different people, I found myself kind of swept up in like YouTube celebrity drama, which is weird because I don't really care about celebrities and I don't care about YouTube celebrities. Like, I don't know them. Having an opinion on them doesn't really do anything for me or for them, or I don't know, because I would just live my life accordingly. Like, when the David Dobrik story like came out, like I was so absorbed in this whole David Dobrik universe, and prior to that I had never watched a David Dobrik video. I didn't even like his vines, so I didn't understand what my obsession with that was. I think it was because, like, you know, he was hurting a lot of people, and the fact that this poor girl, you know, went through what she went through, and David was like, oh, let me just have that as content on my channel, like, is disgusting to me. Like, why would you post that? But to me, that's just common sense, and I don't need to leave a comment saying that that's common sense and like, how dare you, David Dobrik? Which I understand that if people didn't leave those kind of comments, right, like it wouldn't hold him accountable. But for me, it's just when you hear new information, I guess maybe because I'm someone that would just ghost someone, like if you're causing me some form of anxiety or you make me feel drained in any way, I probably just won't talk to you anymore. I'll probably just distance myself. There's a car coming by, but that's just the kind of person I am. I'm not someone that likes confrontation, and I don't know, if I'm not anybody's parent, I can't tell them how to be or how to act, and I would just hope that people would have the intention or good intentions. But I don't know, but that's not always the case, and I don't know if me arguing with them that like what you did was so bad, like I don't know what that really solves. And I understand that like getting your feelings out there and letting that person know, like especially if they did something really horrible to you, like I understand that. But like if it's just something really simple as like, oh, you're just an annoying coworker, like I'm not gonna give you my phone number, I'm not gonna follow your social media, like I'll be nice to you at work, but I'm not gonna over invest my time into you because it's not worth it. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just very taxing on me and my mental health. And that's how I feel like all this celebrity drama is. But then I think that's how people get sucked up into it, is that they don't really have any other outlet. And I think a lot of people, or maybe a lot of youth, kids, I don't know, but then I say that, but then I know that when I was like a teenager and like a little preteen, I was wrapped up in like the Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton drama. Like that was like my world. The cast of the OC, whatever those fools were up to, like I knew. And that's so weird because like who cares? Even now, to this day, I've never met any of those people. Like, what does that information do for me? But then I realized, you know, because I did have a very controlling parent and I wasn't out in the world, that's probably why I was so easily like sucked into that, because like I didn't have any other like social interaction. But like I can kind of see how people get heavily influenced by the internet social realm. And I don't know, I guess it's, to me, kind of distracting, and this ties into my whole thing of like traveling and kind of knowing what's going on, because I know the big popular idea right now is that we're in this algorithm, and I did watch, or this algorithm, we're in this simulation with this like crazy algorithm, and I just recently watched like The Matrix, like the beginning of last month, I think. And I understand why people like that movie. It is kind of silly, like it's definitely an aged movie, but the concept is interesting. Like I don't know, my favorite line from that movie is like, I know Kung Fu, and he's like, then show me. But I do think that there are maybe higher beings, not like a god or anything, but just, you know, people who run the world and run the country, that like these celebrity drama things. And I know that's already the conspiracy theory, right, with like George W. Bush and Britney Spears, and like how people were all wrapped up in that news versus like what George Bush was doing. But it could just be something like a symbiotic pair where like both of those things live off of each other. I don't know. I know I sound like I have tinfoil on, but I just think that that's... I think people let themselves get easily distracted by celebrity drama and things like that versus what's actually going on. And I know that, like, you can't really control what political leaders do, right? Like, you can put them in office and you can vote for the people around you, but I really think, like, if you want the world to be a certain way, you have to live that way. I feel like I'm kind of rambling and very loosely making connections to things. But I don't know, those are just the things that have been on my mind lately, and I guess I just want to have them out there. So I'm trying to like not really watch the drama channels, and nothing against the drama channels. You guys are really fun to watch on a slow upload day, but like it just doesn't do anything good for me. I don't care. For me personally, the kind of content I like to think or that I like to watch is stuff that makes me think, or things that explain things to me and teach me how to do something. I watch a lot of tutorials, whether that be makeup or sewing or whatever. But like, I like to watch things that just make me think a little bit deeper and kind of a bit more insightful. Like I said, I've been loving watching the travel vlogs, the history videos, and just learning something a little bit new every day. So like content like that, I can see where that's more entertaining. There's another car. So I can see where content like that is a bit more entertaining, but like I said, these like vlog house, these like, I don't know, and I don't want to tell someone that their taste in music is bad or whatever, but these like little internet celebrities with their like rap beef songs, like, okay, I don't know, like they're not doing anything. I don't know, I shouldn't say that because that makes me feel like I'm being a bully, because those same people can come from me and be like, well, you're awkward in front of the camera and it's really hard to sit down and watch you do a whole video. So I get it. I don't know. I don't know what those kind of videos bring to the table, and I don't know why people would strive to be like them, but then I kind of get it when, like, you're kind of deprived of other things in life, like being outside on the side of the road on this beautiful mountain. I guess the things that I want to leave you with, or the questions I want to leave you with, are what kind of changes has the pandemic brought to you that have either enriched your life or have made you notice things that you might need to work on. I know I've talked about it in my past few videos, but for me, I kind of always have this like negative, you know how they have like the fairy or the angel and the devil kind of thing? I don't know, I think like my devil is more like a demon, because it's just like these negative thoughts that things will never work out for me. But then when I confront it and I question it and, you know, why do you think that way? Like, I can usually shut it down. I'm glad I didn't let my anxiety win and I didn't come out here and take photos. It wasn't my original spot, but I've actually really enjoyed it. It's starting to get a bit warmer, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for joining me today, and if you like these kinds of videos, maybe I'll come out here again. I think I live near water. Like, I think there's a creek, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ask someone. But until next time, let me know in the comments down below what some of your answers to those questions are, or maybe what are some things that you have noticed have been like trends in people's lives that like maybe don't actually do any good for them, that maybe if they dropped those kinds of trends, their life would kind of feel a bit more their life instead of being worried about what others are doing. But I'll leave you with those, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I figured just showing you guys me sitting in the trunk of my car wasn't as entertaining, but like, I'll just show you some clips of the mountain. I feel like such a dad. Wow. That's kind of cool. Maybe I shouldn't show you my license plate. But that is animal poop.